White Men Can't Jump was released in 1992. This is written and directed by Ron Shelton, and we have a cast including Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson. And I watched this because of Woody Harrelson, and I read the description and thought this could go either way for me. I could enjoy it, I might not. Unfortunately, I didn't, but I think that's purely down to personal preference, and I will expand on this. But I guess there I can say that it's not a bad film. There's nothing about it that didn't work, but I didn't enjoy it for a couple of reasons. I'll read the description from IMDb, which sums it up quite well without giving away anything, and IMDb says, two basketball hustlers, black Sidney Deane and white Billy Hoyle, join forces to double their chances of winning money on the street courts as well as in a tournament. Basically, they're using the fact that Billy Hoyle, obviously played by Woody Harrelson, is white. People don't think white guys can play basketball, and using that to try and turn a profit. And as a concept, I don't hate it. I don't care about basketball, and I don't generally watch basketball-based films, but I'll always give them a chance. But that's one of the reasons why I didn't love this, and partly because I just don't care about the topic, but also because there are a lot of scenes that made me feel really anxious. This is not just with basketball. There are a lot of sports like this where the scenes are very busy and loud and very fast and people are moving around really quickly. Obviously, they're playing basketball. And to praise the film, it felt believable. It felt realistic. I felt like I was there watching this. And obviously the cameras get up close and personal with the players, so you really feel like you're in the middle of these basketball games. But that makes me feel very anxious because I don't want to be there. That, for me, is a very scary situation. If you have social anxiety, you will know what that feels like. So for me, a lot of this was very uncomfortable, but that's not a criticism of the film. In fact, if anything, that's something that's very praiseworthy of the film. I think they did that well and made it feel very realistic and made it feel very easy to feel like I was there. But unfortunately, because I don't like sports and I don't like busy situations, I don't really want to be there. So not the film's fault, just as an explanation for one of the reasons why I didn't like it. The other reason is just the overarching narrative. I just, as a concept, didn't love it, but there's nothing wrong with it. I think the on-screen chemistry between Snipes and Harrelson is great. I think Hoyle and Deane are very, very well-written characters. I think they are quite interesting. We have various other characters that we meet, of course, and I think they were all well-written, really great performances. Absolutely no problems there. The story has enough twists and turns, nothing too dramatic, but enough to keep it interesting. So, as I said, I didn't necessarily think it was a bad film. I think in general it's a very well-written, well-structured narrative, quite an immersive experience, very easy to feel like I was there and like I was on the journey with these characters. But given my discomfort with that kind of noisy situation and being in the middle of a basketball court would be absolutely terrifying. Basically, of any kind of sport where people are running around a lot and it's very noisy, and yeah, it makes me feel very anxious. It's not somewhere I'm very comfortable, but credit to the film, they did that in a very believable, realistic way, and that's not a bad thing unless you really don't want to be in that kind of noisy, busy environment. So it's not the film's fault that I didn't enjoy it. I think the performances were very good. The characters are very well written. The narrative has a lot of substance. It's not completely predictable. The performances are great. So honestly, I can't fault it. I can't complain about it. I didn't enjoy it, completely down to personal preference, and I won't be watching it again. And I won't, at least at the moment, I won't be watching the 2023 remake. If down the line I have a reason to watch it because I want to watch it because of somebody in the cast or something, then sure, I'll check it out. I'm not completely against watching it. But at present, I don't have any interest in watching it. But for now, I can say White Men Can't Jump is a decent film. It ticks all of the right boxes, but purely down to personal preference, I just really didn't enjoy it.